I've generated over 3,000 inbound meetings on LinkedIn, and I've got over 65,000 followers. And I've also had over 17,000 people opt in for my lead magnets on the platform without spending a single dollar on ads. And I'm going to walk you through now exactly how you can write content that actually generates leads. I'm going to show you step by step exactly how to do it with exact client examples. Let's get into it. So quickly, what I'm going to run through, wrong one. I'm going to run through the easiest way to do it. So I've picked 4 of my clients here who are crushing it on LinkedIn. I've got Ben, I've got Mundo, I've got Joseph, and I've got Chris, right? What you want to do is, if I am a financial planner or advisor in the wealth management space, whatever it is, right? You want to find other people in the niche who are not massive creators, but coming up, who are quite similar to people like you. And they don't have to be in the exact same industry. They can just be adjacent industries. It doesn't matter, because what you're gonna be doing is you're just gonna be leveraging their content formats, and that's it, right? So if I'm in the financial planning niche, but I come across Ben, but Ben does wealth management. Hey, Ben just hit 10,000 followers. That's awesome, right? If I can see Ben's posts, I can then repurpose his content to my content. Now, all I've got to do is I've got to download this tool called Clio, right? Kleo, download. It's a Chrome extension, the best LinkedIn content tool. It's amazing. I love it. It's free, right? Then I can click this button when I have the Chrome extension, and I can load posts, and it's going to give me Ben's top posts that he's ever done in some time this year. Here it is. Now what I can do is, now that I've got Ben's content, I can go through and I can pick, okay, what of Ben's content resonates with me that went really well? And you go, cool, this one here, because I'm also in financial advice, he's in wealth advice, whatever. So I can open his post like this, and I can go, he made $550K last year, but he wanted to borrow $50K to pay his bills. I thought he was joking. Really, really good story-based post, really long, but Ben did it a week ago. It absolutely crushed. And so I can go click, and I just go save. And that's it, right? That's all I got to do. And then I can do the same things for more and more of his posts. So I could just go to Ben's most recent post. I actually really like his most recent posts. And I'm just going to go, cool. What of his content do I like? A guy worth this. Cool. Save. Marketing scam, saving cash 5 years later. Cool. Save. And now I'm going to go to Joseph's content. And I'm just going to look at, say, Joseph's recent content as an example, right? And I scroll down. 95% people back on taxes, right, as an example. Then I can go, evidence build confidence, 750,000 salary. Oh, that looks interesting. I can go over here, living paycheck to paycheck. Okay, that looks like that's about a theme, right? That's about something that people actually really like. And so then I can go through and I can go Chris's content as well, but over here, and I can go, barefoot investor, whatever, right? And then all I need to do is I just go, okay, cool, here, click here, and I hit saved items. And then I can just go saves and posts, and then I can see all these posts that are saved. That's it. And then I can just go view. And what I can do is I can screenshot each of these posts as an example, and I can go like that, and I can go like this. And the tool that I'm using to screenshot, it's called, let me find it. It's called Clean Shot. Yeah, Clean Shot X, that's what it's called, right? And I come over here, and then all I do is I just go to a Miro board like this. Miro, it's free. And I just go bop, bop, like that. All right. And I got a board. Cool. I'm going to add a couple of posts here just to make the board look nice and juicy. Cool. Now that I've got some posts, so now all you need to do is just, if you need content inspiration, just go through and find other people within your niche and be like, okay, what other posts? And an easy way to find other people who post like them is they go more profiles like you. There's no science behind this as well. It's just you've got to go through and find them manually. But if I wanted, I could have grabbed like 100 posts from all these as well. Then I can go, okay, cool. So this one here that Joseph did went really well. 750K salary. You wouldn't believe it. This isn't rare. I've had some clients in this boat, right? We know that this post has gone really well. Oh shit. Let me find the end of that post. The end was there. It just ended, right? And then I can be like, okay, cool. Am I going to write a similar post to this? This looks good. All right, sweet. Let's copy this, right? And go, cool. Hey, ChatGPT, can you please turn this post into a template? So essentially where I can fill out all my information and all that kind of stuff. Like, it's quite similar, and just kind of like guide me through how to fill it out. You can see the impact of this post, why it went well, all that kind of stuff. I just need a template that I can put my own information into it because I'm also a financial planner, but I just want to add my details in. Right, and you just go enter. Cool. Cool. We got there. Cool. Cool. All right, ChatGPT, can you please make this template again, but just no emojis? I hate emojis. They're really, really terrible. And then I can just add things in after, please. Thank you very much. I hate emojis. They're so bad. No matter what ChatGPT does, it keeps going. All right, now we give it the template. It hates emojis. Cool. This is really good. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go like this. I'm going to make my screen small. Actually, not this screen. I'm going to do the other one. Actually, I'm going to do this screen, right? And then I'm going to grab this. Hook, headline with a surprising fact or reality. Cool. All right, sweet. How to fill it out, we can do that as well, right? And we can do the instructions. So we'll just grab this. And we'll go here. And we're going to give this one of my clients to actually post. So I'll share the results below when it actually happens after they post it. I'll get them to obviously put in their real details, though. That's the key. All right. Now I can come to Auth It Up, this tool. Just purchase Auth It Up. It's amazing. It doesn't actually look that good after redo it, right? Then I go over here and I can be like, okay, cool. Let's look at the post. Obviously, I'm going to be using bigger screens the whole time. So I'll just go instead. All right, let's say I had a client with a $550,000 salary. Living paycheck to paycheck. I think that's a pretty good hook. I've seen several clients in this boat. Here's what I observed every day. Cool. So headline, surprising fact or reality, brief something, blah, 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 call to attention why this matters. I've chatted to dozens of clients like this. It's surprisingly here's why it happens. Boom, right? Our finances are a reflection of behavior. Here, why? Our finances are just a reflection of our behavior. And then I can click over here. I can see what it would look like on a phone. Cool. This will never change for us emotional humans. In order to change, you need to adapt to these 3 harsh realities. I like harsh realities. All right, cool. 3 harsh realities. Something like that. Cool. And then obviously I can be doing it down here, right? Let's go reality 1. And then I can go and I could just do a different reality. The joy of buying a video 2 years ago did not exceed the point. Loss, because I could say something like this, right? Loss aversion. I actually worked at Zoom during COVID, right? Loss aversion. The joy of working at Zoom during COVID actually put many of my colleagues into debt. They were rich on paper, didn't sell stocks, got charged the tax, stocks plummeted. Diversification is key, right? Let's go something like that, right? And then we go number 2 might be lack of time perception. Lack of time perception, right? And just like, I'll start tomorrow. And just go, it's the same for your health as it is for your finances, right? And what's worse? What's worse? Okay. Lifetime. And as we get older, we get busier. Today is the day to get started. Cool. And then we just go through. Confirmation bias. All right. And you want to add your own, all that kind of stuff in there as well, right? The coworker agrees you should maximize your 401k. Your parents agree you should purchase a house. Parents said you should buy a house. YouTube says you should do 401k. Your mate says crypto is it. You don't speak to a professional, so you simply stab it. Throw the dart with your eyes closed. After twirling around 50 times. This is what I see. I see every day. I see it every day. And then I could just slightly adjust this, right? Got this, like this, right? And so then I can just read it down here. So, 550k salary, living paycheck to paycheck. I've chatted with dozens of clients like this. Why? I find some reflection of behavior in order to change and adapt to 3 harsh realities. Loss aversion here, confirmation bias. This is why you speak to an expert not to gain, but to make sure you don't fuck up. Agree? Agree. And then I can go down here. Cool. Done. Right? And so I've gone through and I've just taken an already pre-validated post. And then I can just get ChatGPT to analyze it. And I can just go, right? And I can just go grab it like this. Say, hey, this is the post I did. Is it comparable? And does it leave the same message? And what changes could improve it? Right. How long has this video been going on for? Yeah, 12 minutes. Like, it literally took like 5 minutes to write the post. Follow a similar structure. Here's a breakdown how it compares, what works well, stronger hook, grabs attention immediately, blah, blah. So it's just gone through and analyzes, right? And so then I have content that's already pre-validated that I know works well. And then what happens is after this point is if this works, then I can rewrite this post another way. Because if I'm a financial planner, then if I've worked with other big salary clients, I'm sure they've got stories too as well at the same time. And I'm trying to create that, I'm essentially trying to create loss aversion by them reading this post. And I can see, cool, more specifically, blah, 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 this could be clearer. So it runs through and it can do an analysis. But this is a good post as well at the same time. And so then I can just keep going over here and keep finding more and more people's content. And if this post pops off of mine, and I get inbound leads, then I can just write more posts in the same thing. Because the model of the story here is high income does not equal wealth. That's literally the type of post. And so then I can just be like, okay, cool. Then next time I could be like, $650,000 salary. They were still living paycheck to paycheck. Here's the 10 pieces of advice I gave them that made them $2 million over the next 10 years in wealth. Boom, list the 10 pieces. And so we've got the theme of the post that works with the format, and now we just need to make adjustments. But this is the easiest way. You don't want to copy what other people do. You want to take the format of what they do and apply that to your own information. And this is what all the best creators do. Anyways, guys, if you enjoyed that, give me a like. I'd love it. Catch ya.